Hello and welcome to Ideagen TV, powered by Azure and presented globally by Microsoft. Today we are thrilled to welcome to this year's Ideagen 17 Days of Sustainability, Annette Franqui, Chair of AARP Board of Directors. Annette, welcome.
Thank you, Ideagen, for providing this platform to discuss a subject I care very deeply about, the empowerment of women and girls. I have seen in my lifetime tremendous progress in empowering women and girls and in their full and equitable participation in all parts of society in the U.S. We still have a ways to go, but it is important to remember how very far we have come. Here's one measure. About 56% of U.S. college students are women, whereas women comprise 51% of the population. This, as you know, was not always the case. Girls and young women in the U.S. today should understand that opportunities are wide open for them. They can be whatever they want to be. More important, they can be themselves. From science to sports, from politics to any profession, they can find role models who overcame skeptics and shot down stereotypes to achieve at a very high level. If they're looking for inspiration to pursue their dreams, they can find it in today's headlines, in history, and in so many cases in their own homes. Take Simone Biles, an athlete known for astonishing feats in the air. This summer, she reached new heights with her feet on the ground, teaching us all about the importance of mental health. Or take Greta Thunberg. The UN report in August on climate change told us of the devastation ahead if we fail to act. Greta has been giving us that warning since she turned 15. These crucial lessons from the world's greatest gymnasts and most famous young activists are accessible to every girl and woman, in fact, to everyone. As an example, my 8-year-old step-granddaughter talks about Greta with such knowledge and admiration that I have been able to see firsthand what these examples mean to the next generation. These lessons are key ingredients of empowerment, having the courage of your convictions and a commitment to connect with others to drive meaningful change. Guiding principles of empowerment also emerge from history. Eleanor Roosevelt, who broke the mold for first ladies, once said this: "Do the thing you think you cannot do." Breaking free of doubt and self-imposed limitations is so important. One powerful accelerator of empowerment is right in front of us, the example created and the encouragement given by women in our own family. My mother and her sisters never went to college. Yet my cousin is a doctor, my sister has a PhD in architecture, and I went to business school. All because we got so much encouragement and were taught to believe that we could be anything we wanted to be. I witnessed firsthand that supportive messages from mothers and grandmothers are building blocks for empowerment. Let's consider as well how men fit into this picture when fathers signal to their daughters to reach for their dreams. They factor into this equation in another way. One element of female empowerment is shared responsibility in the home. Unlike prior generations, many men now grow up with mothers working outside the home, and they are less likely to pigeonhole women into certain roles and more likely to create partnerships. Finally, women should learn from an early age to ask for what they need and what they want, and that may include asking for help. And those of us in a position to help should help however we can. For AARP, an animating principle is giving back or paying it forward, and that is how I seek to live my life. As I move to positions of greater responsibility, I feel a greater responsibility to mentor other women and girls to pay it forward. I believe that when you climb the ladder in finance or in any other profession, you have the responsibility to extend your hand down to help lift up and mentor the next woman, the next girl, and enable them to reach higher and higher. I deeply believe that when it comes to empowerment, we need to not just say the words, but do the work. Empowerment is a team sport. Financial literacy is a vital ingredient of empowerment. I am passionate about the importance of financial literacy from a young age forward, especially for women. I want to teach women to be independent, to be able to take care of themselves physically, mentally, and financially. Empowerment of girls and women is a 21st century imperative that is good for everyone. As we take on the formidable challenges from climate change to poverty to racial injustice, we can't exclude more than half of the world's population from creating and carrying out solutions. We need to recognize and remember that in many places around the world, Girls and women are denied opportunity and treated harshly. Their courage inspires us. They need us to keep a spotlight on injustice and keep speaking out on their behalf. The global goal of empowering women and girls is a defining battle of this century. All of us, women and men, have a role to play in meeting that challenge. Thank you very much for listening.